While burgers and fries are great on their own, nothing is better than burgers, fries, and a milkshake, and Five Guys makes some of the most delicious milkshakes around. Here's what makes the Five Guys milkshake different from other fast food frozen treats. Five Guys proudly advertises that its milkshakes are hand-spun, which is the kind of phrase we're used to seeing on menus and signs. But what does it actually mean? The answer is pretty straightforward. A hand-spun milkshake is made by a human being who puts ingredients into a container and blends them. While this might seem like the obvious approach to crafting any milkshake, many fast food chains don't actually do it that way. At McDonald's, for example, the milkshakes are machine-made from shake syrup, which almost makes them a different thing altogether. While Five Guys isn't the only chain that has hand-spun milkshakes, there are other qualities that set the Five Guys version apart from the crowd. As is the case with most works of art, a great milkshake starts with a great foundation. At Five Guys, rather than messing with multiple ice cream flavors or a bunch of flavored syrups to create different milkshake variations, the restaurant starts with a consistent base that will always taste great: vanilla. Widely considered to be one of the world's favorite flavors, vanilla is anything but basic. At its very best, vanilla is fragrant and complex while still providing a relatively blank canvas for the layering of other flavors. Because one of the big draws of the Five Guys hand-spun milkshake is the fact that it is fully customizable, starting with an expertly crafted vanilla base means that you're pretty likely to end up with something that tastes good whether you choose to add 1 topping or 10 toppings, or go with a classic vanilla shake with nothing but a little bit of whipped cream to add some oomph. All Five Guys milkshakes start as vanilla, but if you're looking for something a little more interesting, it's hard to beat the customization that this burger joint offers. There are 10 individual mix-ins: bacon, cherries, Oreo cookies, peanut butter, bananas, coffee, chocolate, malted milk, and strawberries. Whether you choose 1, 2, or all 10, the base price of the milkshake will remain the same, which is a serious incentive for experimentation. We truly believe that bacon should be added to basically any milkshake you order at Five Guys, especially the popular Elvis-inspired milkshake made with peanut butter, bacon, and banana. Even if you're not a meat eater, there are a ton of other creative combinations to choose from. Over 40,000 to be exact. In other words, they're so good because there's bound to be something that'll fit your own unique tastes. If the milkshakes at Five Guys are so good, it makes perfect sense to wonder why it took the chain almost 30 years to roll them out. The answer lies in one of the foundational policies that helped make Five Guys synonymous with high-quality, fresh-tasting burgers and fries: the no freezer rule. To make absolutely sure that no frozen items could make their way into the kitchens at Five Guys, ingredients that need to be kept extra cold are actually kept in coolers rather than freezers. The founders knew this would prevent them from serving popular items like milkshakes and ice cream, but it was a hit that, for a long time, they were willing to take. In an interview with Inc., founder Jerry Morrell came right out and said, "If we put one frozen thing in our restaurant, we'd be done. That's why we won't do milkshakes. For years, people have been asking for them, but we'd have to do real ice cream and real milk." Thankfully, he finally caved and agreed to allow freezers for this one item. A lot of processed, pre-made, and fast food items are synonymous with long lists of ingredients, many of which are hard to pinpoint as food exactly. This is another area where the milkshakes at Five Guys are very different from their competitors' offerings. At Five Guys, the milkshakes are made with just a few simple ingredients, primarily milk, non-fat milk, sugar, whey, and whatever toppings you choose to have mixed into your creation, so you know exactly what you're getting when you order one of these hand-spun milkshakes. The same cannot be said for other hand-spun milkshake options at fast food restaurants. By contrast, a Burger King milkshake contains over 20 ingredients, many of them in the difficult-to-pronounce category and including both regular and high-fructose corn syrup. The Ice Dream base alone that Chick-fil-A uses for its milkshake contains several artificial colors, along with the 20-plus ingredients that make up the Chick-fil-A chocolate milkshake. Besides using fresh, natural ingredients, there are several other ways that Five Guys differentiates itself in a sea of fast food restaurants specializing in burgers. Employees are trained to hold themselves to high standards of food safety and preparation, and in another out-of-the-box move by the Five Guys corporate team, they're not allowed to use timers because good cooks should know when the food is done. Another non-traditional move, the restaurant doesn't really spend money on advertising, relying instead on positive reviews and word of mouth. To take things a step further, employee compensation is tied to the scores they received through a robust secret shopper program, which means that every Five Guys employee is financially motivated to make you the best possible milkshake. While this is also one of the factors that make Five Guys food more expensive than that of some of their competitors, it's generally worth it to have better tasting, higher quality food. There's something to be said for having fewer choices on a fast food menu because it means that there's less of a chance that you'll order something that doesn't actually taste so great. The Five Guys approach to the milkshake throws that bit of wisdom out the window, offering customers practically unlimited options to create their own flavor combinations thanks to an array of mix-ins. While this could create a situation where customers try to one-up each other by creating gross flavor combinations, it seems like that's kind of hard to do. There's something about all the ingredients that just works, no matter how crazy you want to get with the additives. Go ahead, give it a try. Bottom line, experiment away because the worst you're going to get is, hey, that's actually not too bad. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite fast food chains are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.